game. That happens.
Tell you a secret.
What?
I'm gonna tell you a secret. That's what I do when I'm drunk. I'm like, let me tell you a secret. That's me.
Oh.
I'm gonna beat your ass. That's the secret.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 28 of Ignore the Backlog. My name is The Real Portz, and Evil Space Bunny is here. Hi, Bunny.
Hi, Portz.
The other host of the show.
Yeah, you know, the other half.
How you doing? How you feeling 28 episodes in?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I think we kind of got a good rhythm down. I like to say a lot, and I can't stop myself. I even say it on stream. It's bad.
The more you realize it's happening, the more you say it.
Yeah, I think
the worst.
That's the problem. Is like I just become like freaked out, and it's just a filler word. So I'm just like and.
I pay attention to it so much that when people speak without using it, I'm like, there should have been an there.
I've influenced your
like, how did they just take a break with their words? How did they do that?
I mean, yeah.
Literally impossible.
Literally impossible. I have to start every statement with an
Yeah, it's the worst when you start it with that, because it's like, obviously you're not using it the way, like, you're not thinking of the word, you're thinking of like the next thing to say.
Yeah. You're calculating.
Yeah. It's like just slow gears moving. That's all it is.
It's basically me trying to do quick math in my brain, but with words, and it's not math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. It's not good. I'm
gonna punch you in the head. Next time we see each other, I'm gonna beat you.
Podcasting, video games,
and
did we
stuff.
start?
Yeah, I think we started.
It didn't feel like it, because I said a bunch.
Fuck you. Hey, Portz.
So, yeah.
I was gonna ask you what you played, but you sounded like you were gonna go into something.
I was just gonna say, what have you played? So I'll go first.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'll go first. That's fine.
Go first.
You got the words out, and I just got the words so out. So you win.
I win. Winner.
I played a couple of video games that weren't ROOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO and I beat 2 of them.
Ooh, what games did you beat?
One of them was Eliza, which we talked about last week, which was awesome. Get your fucking hands on that game as soon as you can.
I know.
The more I think about that game, the more I liked it.
Shit.
It was a great game.
Okay.
And goddamn it, now I'm super conscious of my Oz.
What's the next game you played?
I'm gonna do like an Adam West thing. I'm gonna get all the A's out of my body. It's the only word I know now. See what I'm saying? The more conscious of it you are.
I'm sorry. This is the episode.
You just say it. Yeah, you can't bring it up on the podcast anymore. Because I will just do this forever. It's gonna be an hour of The other game I played was called 1980X.
1980X. Okay.
Yeah. So this game is interesting. I think I got it through Humble Bundle, probably.
Yeah.
It's getting really difficult to tell where I got games because I got like 50 of them in 2 months or whatever.
Yeah.
And so now that what I did was kept all, even though Steam has a way to sort by recently added, I just leave them uncategorized. So because I'm like, I need to look through these and see if I actually want to play them, and I don't ever do that, so they just sit there. And so it's like a list of 66 games that I need to go through.
Oh no! So you're like,
so instead of categorizing them, I'm just booting them up and seeing if it's interesting. And if it is, then I stick with it. That's what happened with Eliza. That's what happened with the 1980X.
Oh, okay.
And I got lucky on both those.
That's kind of smart. I just need to fucking like randomly scroll through my list, hit stop, and then play that game.
You know, the Xbox app has a cool feature, which, I mean, it's cool. It's like a luxury weird thing that I bet not a lot of people use.
Uh-huh.
It's for a specific genre of person, and I think we both fit that, where it'll randomly roll a game for you to play.
Oh, shit. Yes.
And I wish Steam had that. That'd be really cool.
Dear Gaben, can you please make this? I bet you if we emailed him.
Just screenshot the button and be like, hey, can you put that in there?
Can you do this, please? I have 600 games and I don't know what to do anymore. Help. Love, Bunny, and Portz.
Decide what I should play, please. Actually, just have Gaben go tell you what to play. Send him a list of your games. It's a 600 item list.
Okay.
And he'll scrutinize it and get back to you with his best recommendation.
All right. I'm going to get
It's going to be Half-Life 2.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Half-Life or Half-Life Alex. It's going to be... I'm going to email Gaben tonight. Okay. I'm going to get drunk and email Gaben. It's an old tradition of mine.
So it's a regular Monday.
Yeah, it's a regular Monday. Look.
Gaben's like, God, I have to block her again.
It's like, God damn it.
How many emails does she have?
I think I've only emailed him like 3 times in my entire life, so.
I've never emailed him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I have friends that emailed him for a job.
Did they?
They never. No, they never got it.
I mean, that's a little weird.
Back in the 90s.
I emailed him to say hi once. He replied. And he said hello. And that was it. That was the end of that conversation. I think the other time was I was asking him for his recommendation of like games that he liked that were point and click. And then all of a sudden 3 point and click games appeared in my library. And that was that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, because like I had my hand injury at that time, so I couldn't play a lot. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite point and click games? Because I need some recommendations and all the internet sucks. I gotta go to Gaben, okay?
That's all right. Damn, you got a close personal relationship with Gaben.
I mean, we had 3 emails or 2 emails.
Pen pals.
Pen pals.
Yeah.
Basically. Anyway,
yeah, Gaben.
Sorry.
The COVID still sweeps the land. Hope you're well. Stop. The family sends love. Stop. Other things that are in letters? Maybe there's a seal on it? Stop. P.S. I had nothing to put here, but I had to put a P.S. because that's how you write letters. P.S. P.S.S. Bye. Stop.
Stop. Amazing. Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so those are the only 2 games I played. Oh, 1980X is a weird game that sort of it combines 5 different genres.
Like
you play as this kid who's like locked up in their room all the time, or like stuck in this small town where they can kind of see the city, and they have this envy for the city and all that shit. Their life is shitty. I think their dad left or something.
Okay.
But you're this angsty teen who, in the 80s, 1980 something, and your mother, she's not super involved with you, but you get the idea she prevents you from doing a lot of things. But you discover this underground arcade.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Where a bunch of shady-looking adults hang out. And that's where you start hanging out, and you get to play a bunch of different games in between these story segments. The first one, the first one was like a beat 'em up.
Okay.
It was very easy, very simple. It let you continue wherever you wanted. Like you only had to do like 1 screen over if you failed.
If you died, yeah.
And so that was real easy. Gets you into the game easy. I think the second one was racing. Was that the second one? I might be getting the order confused, but eventually, this game was awesome, by the way. I had a fantastic view of this game until the last level.
Oh, no.
The last level is fucking absolute dog fucking shit.
Oh, no. What happened?
Okay, so the last level, you do like a Legends of Grimrock style of game where you're like in first person and it's turn based and all that.
Yeah.
I think Ultima was like that. Whatever those old ass games were. And the only way through is to defeat 3 dragons. Now, the problem is you can only defeat 1 kind of enemy, but they're all randomly generated, and there's like 8 of them.
Wait, what? No.
So in the beginning, you can only defeat 1 kind of enemy. So you have to wait until you hit that enemy enough times to level up. I don't remember. I didn't count exactly how many it was, but it was probably like 12 or 15 of trying to get the right enemy. Eventually, you level up enough so that you can kind of win against everything, but you can only heal once per turn, or once per battle, excuse me. And so you have to time when you heal, not just based on one fight, but the next fight. Because you don't want to heal right away and then take more damage and then have to use your heal earlier on in the next fight. Otherwise, you have to start over.
Yeah.
When you start over, you still keep your level and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But the leveling process took like almost an hour, which is
gross.
Like the entirety
Why?
of the whole game.
Oh.
Yeah. The last level is half the game.
Oh, no. They're like, oh shit, our game is too short. Let's fucking stretch it as much as possible.
Yeah. That's what it felt like.
Gross.
And it was abysmal. I liked what they were doing with it, where the computer that you were the way that the last game is set up is like, I guess there's like a dungeon master or some sort of something talking to you, and over time, the more enemies you defeat, the more it's revealed that it's your mother. Like, this is just like your image of your mom. This is like the way you're coping with things while you're playing video games, basically.
Oh, fuck.
And it was cool, but not for an hour.
No, that's fucked.
Like, if that was like a 30-minute, no, not even 30, like 20 minutes, that would have been way better. Way better. But that's how it ended, and it soured the whole experience. I would not recommend anyone play it unless you're going to skip the last level, but then it's kind of what's the point?
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. That sucks that they
The concept
did that.
is really neat, though. The concept is so cool. Just the fact that you're running through these arcade games. Like, there's a side-scrolling one. The racing one was cool. It's like the old style, where it's all 2D sprites and it's like super hard to see turns.
Shit.
It was fun, though. I had a good time.
That's good, at least. As long as you have fun. But, like, that sucks that they, like, stretch the level like that. I hate it when games do that.
It was... I couldn't fucking believe it. I was just, like, banging my head against it going, what? Why would they make this so long? What? You don't know what to do right away, so you have to explore this dungeon, which takes extra time. It's exhausting.
There was a game that I played that did something similar where they recycled the whole levels, and like even the messenger kind of did it, but they did it in like such a good way that like with the time phasing and stuff like that, it was fine. But there was this other game where you had to go through the level just basically backwards, and it was stupid.
One of the most revered games of all time is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it reused a bunch of shit, but they did it really well.
Yeah. Like, if you're going to recycle shit or, like, extend shit like that, it has to be done. It has to be executed really, really well. Like, The Messenger, I think, did it well. Seasons of Fall was the game that, like, recycled it. And, like, it was just basically the same level with like, minor changes. You're like, oh, you have to go back to this level and find this thing that you couldn't get before. It's unlocked now. It's like,
when are you going
thanks.
to... Speaking of repeating things, when are you going to start Dragon Age 2?
I have to get it. I thought I had it on...
Oh, I thought you had it.
I thought I had it on Origin too, and I didn't.
Rip.
I know. Okay. I know. I even booted up Origin, and I'm like, oh, I don't have it for some reason anymore. Okay.
I briefly broke away. Oh, so the other games I've been piddling through is Oblivion and Pillars of Eternity. Still trucking through that.
Still grinding through Pillars.
Pillars is long, man. It's long, and if you go an extended period without playing it, it's a little hard to know where you are and what you're doing.
Yeah, I have a couple games like that.
So
where
much
just
reading and lore,
yeah.
and I can't start over. I'm like 20 hours in.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I need to just hunker down and do it because that's like a little under halfway through. So
yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing right now.
I'll figure it out. What's your game that you're doing that with?
Well, okay. So let me talk about two that I played kind of quickly. I played this. Wait, what?
I said
Sorry. I played this.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. This cute little like puzzle game that was on Steam called Dark Hill Museum of Death. And it was it was like this cute little puzzle game where you just kind of wander around, and it's like, this game was basically made for me. It was about death and murder, and it was a museum with random puzzles thrown in, and you go through all these different areas. Like, there's an Aztec area, there's an Egyptian area, there's like a plague area, and all these different experiences in the world history about death and like murder and shit like that. And I thought it was really fucking cool because like I just like stopping and reading all that stuff. And then there's just
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why does it have the graphics from RuneScape?
I don't know. It's like it was done by one person.
Oh, okay.
It's a really, really small, like literally the publisher and the thing.
It's not ugly. It's just like simple.
It's very simple. Yeah. I mean, they can be kind of endearing, those kind of graphics, is the simplicity.
Yeah, I agree. Isn't that weird?
I mean, that's
Sometimes
why I
like
Minecraft.
games better like that. Yeah, I don't.
I know.
But it's not because of the way it looks. We've rehashed that
Yeah,
a
we've
million times.
rehashed this a million times. But, I mean, Minecraft is kind of the same way. It's that simplicity that's just, I kind of like that sometimes. But anyway, it was a simple game. It was pretty cute. I beat that pretty quickly after like reading everything and listening to everything, and it was kind of fun. And to fucking get ready for my nightmare run of Doom Eternal on Saturday, I played the original Doom. Now, I played this back when I was a kid. A million years ago. And I never beat it, so I was working on that.
Dinosaurs roam the earth.
When dinosaurs roam the earth, and the fucking Commodore 64. No, but I played the original Doom. I'm almost about to beat that, so I'm really close. I should have just gunned it out.
How are you finding that?
It's on Steam, and it's
no.
What?
How are you finding it? Do you like it?
Me? Yeah. I love that old style of fucking, like, FPS. Okay. So.
Cool.
It's.
Cool.
It's, like, it has its, like, moments where it's, like, a little, like, terrifying because I keep wanting to look up to shoot up at enemies up the stairs, but I know if I just shoot, it will hit them automatically. It's really weird. Once you get past that, you're just, like, shoot as soon as you see somebody within your, like, area. Just line it up. But I'm about to beat that one, and then I'm probably going to work through the rest of the Dooms all the way up to, like, Doom 3, I think. And then I beat Doom Eternal on Saturday again for the second time. With the Nightmare.
Yeah, but on Nightmare. Yeah, that's awesome. That's huge.
It was so, it felt like it was just like this huge wave of like, it's done. It's over. I'm done with you. Although I'm going to go 100% it. Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But, so the game that sucked me in, and I didn't expect this, has actually been Red Dead Redemption. And we joked about this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We joked about this when we started the podcast about that's all you were fucking playing.
Yep.
And I've avoided this game for so long. I played the multiplayer with you and my friend Fu and a couple of others and stuff like that, but I never touched the single player. Not at all. I finally was like, you know what? It's time. It's time. Portz is behind. It's time for me to, like, bang my head against a long-ass game. And so I started this game and immediately just started falling in love with, like, the whole atmosphere of the game. It's hard to explain because, like, the only other game that I felt this way with since has been Oblivion, where I completely immerse myself into the game, where I was like, oh, I'll listen to podcasts and turn it off when I'm talking to people, and then I'll just keep going and turn back on my podcast. Well, I would start my podcast, start the game, and then get to a cutscene, press pause, and then I would never restart my podcast because the music in the game and like the whole atmosphere of the game is just completely amazing, and it just captivates you. And much like Bethesda, Rockstar does a really good job at the storytelling within the game without like any vocal indicators. So like
it's like context storytelling.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember what it was called. Context storytelling. And so they do these amazing like little context stories, and like you could go to campsites and find all this stuff, or you could go fuck up people, or the random characters that you find along the way. Like there's a crazy old prophet who's blind, and he tells you to like fucking run and stuff like that. After you give him like $1, he's like, oh, I see your future. You better fucking start running, basically. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gone. You know? And like, I just got to this part where there's this dude trapped under a house from the gunsmith. And like, you're like, well, I've seen some weird fucked up perversions in my life. And he's like, I'm trapped down here, mister. So like, I'm trying to figure out how to bust him out and like all this other shit. But like the game just completely utterly has me grasped. It's whether it's the storytelling, the weird random NPCs that I run into running along the way, or the simple fact that hunting and fishing in that game is like my fucking addiction again.
Hell yeah.
And like at night when I'm tired and like I just want to chill out, I get in a boat and I go out into this middle of this lake by your camp. And I just fish.
People have been talking about fucking Animal Crossing. Red Dead is got all that shit except building your area, but
yeah,
it's got the fishing and the hunting, and it's collect shit. It's great.
As much as I want to get into Animal Crossings, I'll be completely consumed, and you will never see me again if I get Animal Crossings.
Yeah.
But like basically Red Dead has caught me a little bit with this, where like I have to maintain my camp and like maintain the people's relationships and stuff like that kind of, and not get in trouble in the town basically.
You gotta carry their fucking asses financially.
Dude, financially? Yeah. They're like,
oh, thanks, John, for the 25 cents a month, dude.
It's so funny because like they'll like you upgrade Dutch's fucking camp, and then it's like people will contribute more, and I'm like, cool, maybe they'll start contributing more. And it's like meanwhile I'm throwing like hundreds and hundreds of dollars into the fucking camp.
When you just spend your own money before donating it,
yeah,
it doesn't register as a donation. And so I had just upgraded the whole camp like a bunch, as much as I could, like $1,000.
Oh fuck.
And Dutch comes over to me. He's like, "Hey, Arthur, we all need to be pulling our weight, and it's been a while since you've contributed." And he's like, "You know, it's all the same around here. We all gotta contribute." I was like, "Motherfucker, I just fucking upgraded your tent. It wouldn't let me do anybody else's, but $400 of my own fucking money, dude. Mm-hmm. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch." But yeah, so like, it's just been such a good game, and I'm really excited to like keep going, and I kind of have ideas of what's gonna happen because, like, you know, obviously this is the prequel to Red Dead Redemption with John Marston, and like getting to see John Marston again and getting to see him in this different light is kind of weird, and like you have no choice sometimes but to be an utter dick or to be the utter bad guy, like where in the first one you were a redemption, and like you turned in your old boss and everything and all these people into the Pinkertons, and you basically redeemed yourself. So you were like this redeemed cowboy, so it felt good to be a good guy as John Marston, but like as Arthur and like trying to be a good guy most of the time and like do all these good acts, and then you have no choice but sometimes to just fucking slaughter a whole town. It's been really hard for me. It's been so hard for me, like when I had to go break.
It is really strange how they have a morality system in the game, but it's like you can't go too far one way or the other without breaking the character, because Arthur's not going to just shoot a bunch of random people. But then in cutscenes, he has to. Because of the situation they get into.
Yes!
But he wouldn't just go randomly do it. You know?
It's like so frustrating.
The amount of fucking times, by the way, the one problem that I have with that game is the amount of times. The amount of times. I understand wanting to do it. But the amount of motherfucking times they make you get an absurd bounty just drives me insane.
Yeah, so I've paid off like these insane. I've paid off 2 bounties. I paid off one that was $300 already. Yeah. And then I paid off another one recently that was like over $100, and I was just like, "Fucking A!" I'm like,
how much money do you have? Do you know?
I have like $600, but that's mostly because I've been hunting and fishing, bitch.
Yeah. So do you know about the wagons?
Yeah. No, I've been stealing wagons and turning those in because that's like $40 to $60.
Those are easy money.
Yeah. Easy money.
And I'll just sit at that crossing right before that town. And wagons spawn like crazy over there.
Oh, nice.
So I just pick them off. Fucking.
That's fair.
Surprising that town doesn't recognize the wagons coming back in.
That looks like
hey, didn't they just leave here?
But yeah, I've fallen in love with this game. We just got our copy of Final Fantasy VII, the remake, so I'm gonna probably break away and check out that
game. Kind of looks good. It's weird. It's really weird having everything voiced now. I don't know how much they rewrote. They must have had to rewrite
a lot
some
of stuff. I've already seen
A
cutscenes.
lot of stuff you can tell was not meant for voice acting. Like, it's just stuff no one would ever say, you know?
Yeah,
but that stuff matters less when you're reading it. When it's someone saying it out loud, the absurdity starts to come to life, you know?
Yeah, no, the cringe and the weirdness and like everything, because like the first game was just such an odd game, and like how they like have this weird complex bullshit story happening in the background with Seth Roth and you and like all these other characters and this cloning thing, and then that. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out tonight. We'll see how I feel about it in the next week or two. I may just throw my controller and say, fuck this game. I may actually enjoy it. Who the fuck knows? I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
What chapter or act or whatever are you on in Red Dead?
I don't remember what chapter I'm on, but I'm like 25% of the way through already.
Wow, you're ripping through. And because I think that calculates total game completion, right?
Yes.
Wow, goddamn.
But also, you gotta remember, I'm an unemployed bitch, so.
I know, I'm feeling it in this competition.
I'm sorry. I would rather
I'm doing
work.
it to myself. RuneScape is fucking destroying me.
Stop playing RuneScape. Stop it.
It's not possible, okay? I tried, and I got 2 games done. They were both, well, one was not that short. I think Eliza's like 6 hours, but.
Yeah, I really want to play
1980X was like 2.5 hours.
Oh.
Thanks, last level.
Fuckers. Anyway.
Fuckers.
Are you ready for some news?
I'm ready for some news.
You're ready for some news? So,
I'm going to gobble up that news.
Okay, sir.
Blah. I'll read it. I'll spit it back out so you can read it.
Ew, gross. Anyway, so, for those that play Fallout 76, the new expansion is coming out this week. It's also being released on Steam tomorrow, the 14th, since we're recording this.
So all the people who hate it the most can play it.
Yep. So everybody who's mad at it can play it. If your Bethesda account was linked to your Steam account, I think that's how you got it for free, basically. But But if you did not pick up this game before somehow or any other way, they're charging the full price basically on Steam. They're charging $39.99 for the original pack. And then if you want to get the fancy stuff with like itty bitty goodies in it, it's like $60 fucking dollars. It's like, what is wrong with you, Bethesda? Like, people can still buy the quote-unquote fake copies. Like, they could go get that piece of plastic that says Fallout 76 on it, and inside is a piece of cardboard that says, here's your CD key, go to Bethesda launcher, blah, 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 and put in this CD key and download the game. Because you don't get a physical fucking copy of the game. Like, when I bought the fucking special $200 helmet fuck you edition, it came with a metal case for the game, and I thought that was really cool, and I was really excited. And as soon as I open it up, there's this little fucking piece of cardboard in there that says download the game, and I'm like, I hate you. Why The one time I buy a physical copy, you don't give me a physical copy. So
Yep.
people on Twitter were like freaking out about this, and it was just a huge shit show. And it was the memes that came from it were, they were fucking gold. But like, what is wrong with Bethesda? Like,
You know what's funny?
I can't get over this.
Like, disk drives are slower than the internet, so there's like no reason to even have an installed disk.
Yeah, mine doesn't work. Mine is still on my case, but it doesn't work. It's not connected anymore.
I feel like a lot of people are in that situation. That's how my last computer was. For like 3 years, it was just broken. And there was no incentive to fix it.
I mean, I think it still works. Like, I've had it for 6 years. I don't know. This CD drive's old and this case is old. But, like, all the parts are new. But I just unplugged it because I needed fucking space for another hard drive. So, yeah. But anyway, so the new free DLC expansion launches with the NPCs. I, myself, will be playing this later this week. We'll see
Interesting.
if I...
You'll have to let us know.
Oh, yeah. No.
What it's like. I bet it feels exactly the same, except there's some new shit that is scattered around.
Oh, I bet
that
it's going to
doesn't
be
make
a
it feel
hot,
any different.
fucking messy garbage. Like the fucking... When they launched the vault and they had, like, the raids. It's going to be like that. It's going to be a hot mess of garbage, and I can't wait to experience it. Can't wait.
Oh. Oh.
I know. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. Who knows? It might not
please
work.
do,
It might not work. That's my hope.
It might not work?
I hope.
You think it's just like not gonna fucking... It's just gonna be broken?
Yeah. I hope it's just gonna like completely fuck itself in the
Man,
ass.
your expectations are low.
That's my ultimate expectation. So in other news, let's see. So Half-Life Alyx had a mod come out last week that let people play Half-Life Alyx without VR, but it was such a buggy mess, and it was like in pre-alpha that I didn't really want to talk about it because it was just constantly crashing. I tried to find more shit about it, and it was just a hot piece of garbage. But there's a new one that's coming out that is done by somebody else, and it looks a little bit more promising, and it basically makes a virtual VR. So you're playing VR on your PC, and then you launch that, and then it launches Half-Life Alyx. It's kind of weird, but it looked more promising, but there was a lot of input delay from what I was seeing from the person testing it.
I feel like it'd be awkward as fuck, too.
It did look a little awkward, but he said he got all the way to the end, and yeah, that's all the information I really have about it, but it did look a little bit more promising than the other one, which constantly crashed as this guy was trying to talk about it.
I just can't imagine myself so desperate to play the game that I would do that.
I mean, people want to play Half-Life. They want to experience Half-Life, so...
I get why other people are doing it, but there's no way I would do that.
Yeah, no, for sure. My headset should be here any day now, so like I have like a hard list this week. I literally got to do Fallout. I got to do fucking 7, and I got to do Half-Life Alyx if my headset comes.
Even Gaben himself was like, the only reason we make Half-Life games is when there's like a new technology we want to try out. Yeah. And so to rip that out of the game is like, what even is the point?
Yeah, are you really going to experience the game for what it is?
Yeah, that's not Half-Life Alyx.
No, I don't think that's Half-Life Alyx. I mean, you'll get to see kind of the story, but you won't actually get to experience the game.
Just watch somebody play it, you fucking lunatics.
That's what I've been saying. Like, but people are weird. People still don't like fully understand Twitch and shit like that, or watching other people.
Just want to be part of it too. They just want to be part of it, you know?
Yeah. I could kind of understand that, because like that's how I was with Red Dead. Like, I avoided other streams, or like I avoided my friends streaming it because I wanted to experience it. Yeah,
I've done that with games before too.
Yeah, yeah, but we'll see if this mod turns out to be anything or if it's just gonna be a hot piece of garbage. Honestly,
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, it's just kind of, it's 50-50 for me. It's like, I can understand why people want to do it, but at the same time, you're not going to experience the game like we said.
Yeah. There's no stopping people. They're going to fucking do what they do.
No, exactly. So, I love how everybody is turning to gamers right now and like putting us on a pedestal for playing games and staying inside during this quarantine. And more websites are like putting these articles out, including this really good BBC article that I read about gaming becoming a form of meditation, and how people are trying to justify playing a lot of video games during this quarantine and stuff like that. Like a couple weeks ago, we had the who started Play Together Apart after 2 years ago. They said that video gaming was a medical addiction and medical condition, and that video games are bad. And then they were starting this whole petitions like, stay home and play video games, please. But it's just kind of funny that people are coming to terms and like turning around and being like, yeah, I guess video games aren't so terrible. Video games aren't so bad and stuff like that. They're not all shooters. They're not all about this like murderous rampage and stuff. Cause like, who was it? In the UK, the RFA, the gaming industry is more valuable there than the music and the film industry was last year in 2019, which is fucking insane.
Huh.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I could see that though. Like, what are they putting out? You know?
I mean, kind of.
Like all our shit makes it over there, but none of their shit makes it over here. Like not none, but most of their shit doesn't make it here.
Like some of their procedural like TV shows get really big here, but only after they appear on Netflix and stuff, and it's after the fact.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts as their stuff, but they're like their video game companies over in like, you know, all over the place and stuff over in the EU.
That's cool.
It's fucking amazing. And like more and more video.
I wonder how many UK games I've played, like UK based.
Oh, that's a good thing to look up. Maybe we can find that out.
ROOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO Mm-hmm. They have a, I forget what it's called. Some RuneScape, RuneFest. Yeah, they have a RuneFest, and that's in the UK there. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's kind of adorable.
The idea of getting into a convention room with RuneScape players. No,
you don't want to go hang out with a bunch of super nerds? Maybe they'll have a cape.
Thanks. You know what bothers me? Okay.
What?
When people have to out nerd you. That's what people in RuneScape are like. That's like what the whole game is based around. Is how big is your e-penis?
How big is your e-penis? Fair.
Yeah. Because so I think I said this. I have one account that can't trade with any other account.
Yeah.
It has to do everything on its own.
Uh-huh.
And I said a polite hello to someone near me who happened to be doing the same thing. They have an account that can't share anything.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm so jealous of this thing you have. Like, that's really cool. Good for you." That's me starting a polite conversation, which turned into, wow, they looked me up and they were like scrutinizing every detail of my account, going, "Here's what you should do next, and this is over here." It's like,
I didn't ask.
I'm not looking for advice, dude. There's fucking thousands of min-max guides out there. I'm not confused about what to do. I just don't have the energy to be put. The game's not my entire personality. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, that fuck those people.
That tilted me to the fucking moon earlier.
Did that happen today?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. And it happens all the time. So that each new time it happens, like, God, Jesus.
God damn it. It's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, no.
Yeah, just play the fucking video game.
I have something kind of similar to that where guys, so like, I will say for like, oh, I need to go get this. And then people will be like, well, here, let me go get it for you. No, I'm fine. I could go get it. I was just talking. It's like, oh, yeah, I need to go get this and stuff like that. And then they'll be like, well, here, let me go get it for you. And it's like, I'm like, I'm fucking going to experience the game. Let me do it. you know.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
But
I'm trying to play the video game. I'll watch you play it.
I want to play the video game, but I think more people are turning towards video games, which is great because they're this like nice mental vacation from the 24/7 news bullshit going on in the world right now. And I think more people are starting to realize that, especially with Animal Crossing coming out and how huge that's been, that more games, not all games are like crazy, like Call of Duty fucking getting called terrible nerds on the internet.
A great article on Game Informer from Andrew Reiner that I'll send you after this.
Yes, please.
If people want to Google that, I'm not going to remember to put it in the show notes, but plus I don't think Game Informer could handle the traffic with them though, so.
Obviously.
But it was just about how his gaming has changed. He's a single dad with a daughter, and so they're at home all the time now. So a lot of his games start to include her more.
Aww.
And even the stuff like when she's in bed, he's like, I can't play the Division right now. He's like, it's not because that there's like a disease in that or whatever. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's the stress of it. He's like, I don't like life already feels like this oppressive thing. So he's like, I gravitate more towards, like the Animal Crossing coming out. And he's like, we've even been playing Mario Kart. And he's like, it's just, he's like, tomorrow, my opinion might be different, but right now it's just taking a break from the like stressful, like multiplayer and just shit like that.
Relaxing games and kind of games that you could meditate to basically. And like, that BBC article that I sent you, I can't remember who wrote it, but it was so good. And he talked about playing everything, and as soon as I read that, and I'm like, oh, that was me, like literally last week when I was like fucking chillaxing and just playing that game and listening to Alan Watts and just like zoning the fuck out, because that helps me so much last week. But
so everything is so
weird.
It's weird at first, but everything is so just relaxing in that game. There's no pressure to do anything. But it's full of exploration. Like, I loved figuring out like how to interact with the world. It was, goddamn, that game is so good.
So good. Yeah, no, that game is just kind of its weird little own thing, own magic thing.
It really is.
Anyway, so you know about the ESRB rating system and that hot jazz?
Was there news?
Yeah, there is news about this. So they're gonna start including, this actually just happened today, where they're gonna start including loot boxes in the rating. So it'll say like teen.
They started doing this in Germany, I think.
They did start doing this in Germany, right? But now it's gonna be across all America because
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Right. That's what I said.
The last thing we need is a generation of gamblers.
No. I mean, it's,
it's
already happening. It's already too late. We've already been affected, but
yeah, maybe
like, because like I know we've been heavily influenced by loot boxes and everything, our generation, and like even like the Zoomers to a bit.
I don't know. I mean, you and I you more than me. But,
okay.
You were like an adult when loot boxes started becoming a real, like a big thing.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely am I definitely was an adult, well into my late adult.
Yeah.
But I think some of my friends that are still my age are still affected by it. Like, I think it's just millennials and like Zoomers are really affected by this loot box aspect. It's like, oh yeah, I just wasted $100 on Fortnite the other day. It's like, why? It's like, because I really needed this thing and all these things and stuff like that. Or like an Overwatch. Overwatch is another bad one that one of my friends, he just whores himself out for.
I think we're responsible with it though, is my point. Like,
some of
not
us,
everyone, obviously. You must know someone who's fucking it up.
Yeah,
but
no.
it's not like a whole generation of people fucking it up. I don't think
so.
I think I've said this on the podcast before, but I've spent over $2,000 in Dota. I did get half that back by selling stuff on the Steam market. So I'm like 1,000 deep into Dota that I can never get back. But that's over 5 years.
Okay.
And I wasn't really going out then. You know, it was like the only thing I was spending my money on.
Fair.
So it's in the grand scheme of things, not that bad. It just sounds bad because it's a video game.
Sounds terrible, but yeah, no, I kind of get it. I mean, it's one of those things that, like, if it makes you happy, then fucking do it, sort of thing. As long as you're paying your bills.
A couple $100 a year for your only hobby, not that bad. Not that healthy to have one hobby, but financially not the worst decision.
No, it's not the worst financial decision. There's definitely worse, but so yeah, that's gonna be.
It's called Magic the Gathering.
Oh God, don't get me started. But then well, I'm a weird case. I'm a frugal bitch. I'm a cheap bitch. Because I've always been poor. But
sounds like you were gonna start rapping there. I'm a weird bitch. I'm a frugal bitch.
I'm a weird bitch. I'm a frugal bitch. I don't know how to drop beats. Anyway, so.
Those are the only 2 words that rhyme.
Fuck! I completely forgot what I was gonna say now.
Just say and I'll come back to you.
It's not coming back. Okay.
Rip.
When I play Magic the Gathering, not to defend Magic the Gathering nerds, because it's a very expensive hobby. I won most of my shit. I earned it.
Oh.
I would go do drafts.
Good for you.
I would do $15.
Yeah, but this is probably in the ancient days when no one knew how to play and
No,
shit.
this was in the 2000s. This is during the Mirrodin block set, which I fucking dominated in. Fucking Ravager Affinity. Anyway, nobody's gonna get that reference. But, like, I would pay $15 to get into these drafts. You got 3 packs. You would make a deck. And then you would win, and when you won, usually the shop would give you, like, cards or credits or whatever. And that's how I built fucking decks. Yeah. Anyway.
Hell yeah. What I would do when I played, the last card game I was into, and the only one, was Yu-Gi-Oh! But I only played with my brother.
Yeah.
And so what we did, since there was no one else involved but us, was just rewrite the cards.
Make proxies.
We would just scratch out the negative effects, and everything was OP as fuck.
Yeah, that sounds way better. I like this.
It was fun.
I like this way better. Okay. Anyway, now I'm gonna start saying
what's the more news?
BlizzCon might not happen this year.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Like, anybody was kind of shocked.
Insert blank. Might not happen this year.
Yeah, I think that's like the rest of this year.
TwitchCon
2020
might not happen this year.
TwitchCon probably isn't going to happen this year because I spent all my TwitchCon money already. But that's beside the point.
I just meant for the world.
Huh?
I meant for the world.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No, I don't think anything's going to happen the rest of this year. But honestly, if BlizzCon doesn't have happen, I mean, is it going to be the worst thing in the world? Like,
no.
Blizzard, I don't think is doing that hot right now.
No one wants to listen to them. Like, what are they going to say? We're confiscating all phones in the United States.
Don't you have a phone? No. Yeah.
Now you don't, bitch.
Now you don't. Fuck you. You got Diablo Immortal Tablet. There you go. Goodbye. But I mean, Blizzard didn't have such a hot launch with, like, the Warcraft 3 Reforged, and, like, Diablo Immortal is still supposed to drop at some point this year, but who knows, because everything is just getting pushed back or suspended indefinitely. Still mad at you, Sony. But
I wanna sorry,
no, go ahead.
I'm lost in a train of thought here that has nothing to do with what you're
That's
saying.
fine.
I'm pretty
Just
sure.
spit it out.
I want to interview the guy who said that on stage. I want to see somebody interview him. Like, be
gone,
like,
I think.
Yeah, I don't. That's good. I don't. Because if he was at the company, there's no way he would say anything, right?
Mm-mm.
So he's not dead, right?
No, I don't think he's. Well, he's still on this planet, but I don't think he's with Blizzard anymore. I think they fired him after that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I want to I want a deep interview with that guy. That'd be so fun.
You think so?
Not for him. I don't know why he would agree to it, but
sad. Oh, the last news, like...
Sorry, what the fuck were you talking about?
I don't even fucking remember anymore. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Next story.
Fuck Blizzard. The next story and the last thing I'm going to touch on is that Steam announced a game festival summer edition this year. They haven't really done anything like this before. It's going to be kind of neat. So developers are going to be able to register on Steam, and they're going to be able to release demos of their games. So basically, this is Steam's answer to E3 being canceled. So people are going to be able to go on here, show out their demos, have their like minute of like fame basically, and potentially reach, you know, millions and millions of users, especially since how active Steam's been doing. I think this is fucking cool as shit. And like,
no, I think that's awesome.
I'm so excited for this. Like, I thought it was a Steam summer sale, and I'm like, oh god, they're announcing their dates. I'm so scared. I don't have any money.
That'd be so weird if they started doing that.
Yeah, announcing their things like a month and a half in advance.
2 months ahead of time.
They're like, get your wallets ready, boys. We're coming over. We're coming over to
scrimp and save.
Don't buy, just eat ramens for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Then you'll be ready.
You can't buy toilet paper right now anyway. Just fucking buy video games.
Buy video games in 3 months. No. So this is gonna happen in June. So it's gonna be from the 9th to the 14th in June. I'm excited to see how this is gonna happen or how this is gonna happen. But basically, you're gonna have a limited time demos or short playable experiences with any of the games that the developers put out there. And then you'll be able to immediately add that game to your wish list, which I think is super, super fucking strong for developers.
This is the way it's going to be going forward.
I think so.
Some variation of this. Like,
yeah.
This is so much better. It's
right?
way more accessible.
Yeah, everybody gets to see your shit. This is way more accessible compared to going to E3.
Way better.
Like, E3 is an experience, and, like, going to cons is an experience. But, like, honestly, how many people are going to see your booth potentially?
Bye-bye, E3.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Steve's taking over, baby.
Wave to E3 as he goes by, kids. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, E3. Bye-bye. Daddy, will we see him again? Nope.
But I don't know how many. They only gave developers like a couple weeks to register for this. They have until April 24th to register to this, which kind of sucks because it's such a small window. It's already the 13th.
I mean, registering, I don't know what the process is, but I mean, you can get more of your ducks in a row like afterwards, I assume.
Yeah, I guess so. And if you have to, you can always bail. Just bail.
That would suck.
Yeah, right.
Don't bail, you bitches.
Don't bail, you bitches. Show us your fucking mess. Even if it's a hot mess, we want to see it.
Yeah, we love hot messes,
we love
actually.
hot
I don't know if you've listened to this podcast before, but...
I'm obsessed with hot messes of video games.
We love hot messes. Well...
Ooh, girl.
Those two. Just take the family search off. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God. You're the one who said it, not me. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for news this week.
That's it? That's all the news?
I mean, that's all that I kind of really got excited for.
I got some.
Yeah? What are yours? What is yours? Show us.
Disney is removing butts from their movies.
Wait, what? Disney? I never heard about this.
On Disney Plus, they're digitally editing their movies so that there's no nudity.
What? Like, what movies?
One was Flash with Tom Hanks, where there's a butt scene, and they digitally put some like fur on the chick's butt.
Ew!
Like not animal. Well, I guess it's animal fur, but it's like a loincloth.
Oh,
basically.
Okay, that makes more sense. But still, what the fuck? Oh God, why?
I don't have an official source for this because I just saw it on Twitter, but I'm pretty sure it's real.
Everybody, please DM us these edits because I would love to see them. You can send them to me directly, Or you can send them to our fucking ignore backlog.
Some movies, the whole solution was just tighter shots, so they just zoom the camera in so you can see less of what's happening.
No! Oh, God, why?
I don't know. It's so dumb.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Just put parental shit in your fucking app, you lunatic.
Yeah, why? Why does it matter?
Just have a kids select. Just have a, like Netflix has Netflix Kids. Just fucking do that
Yeah,
shit.
what the fuck? So they can't see butts. Who doesn't want to see anyway? I want to see more butts in my Disney movie.
Yeah, me too. Edit more in, please. There's just like an extra person who has no
purpose,
no reason,
just
no
naked.
story reason for being there, just like a butt
Just
wiggling
what if
around.
it's like Assy McGee, the fucking cartoon?
It's who?
Assy McGee? Oh my God, I'm sending you Assy McGee as soon as we're done. Okay, you'll enjoy it.
Assy McGee.
Assy McGee.
All right, I'm gonna go listen to or watch Assy McGee. I don't know what's gonna happen to me, but I guess thanks everybody for listening. Bunny, where can people find you on the holy
Sorry.
fuck? Was that a
Yeah,
sneeze?
that was a sneeze. I'm gonna do it again. I'm sorry.
Do you have a mute button?
No.
Or...
We discussed this.
All right.
I'm the worst.
I know.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know.
I know. You can yell at me. You could delete this and then yell at me, and then no one will understand except for me.
Delete the whole
Yeah.
episode.
We said,
You're like, we have to start over.
Start over. Remember those jokes.
Again, from the top.
But yeah, people can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at the name Evil Space Bunny. That is me. Where can people find you? Portz.
Twitch and Twitter, The Real Portz.
Yep.
With a Z. It's not sports, by the way.
It's not sports.
All right. If another motherfucker calls me sports, well, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind because there's no S there, or anywhere in the name.
Sports.
Nope. I'd prefer Plorts.
Plorts.
That Fabian so lovingly started.
Yeah, and now everybody calls you that in my chat. It's great.
It's the worst.
Plorts.
I hate it so much.
Oh yeah, Plorts. That guy Plorts.
All right, this is Plorts signing off. Thanks, everybody. Fuck off.
Good luck, have fun, and stay safe, everybody. We love you. Okay, bye. Gross. You're a fucking animal.